During the Holocaust, various medical experiments, such as the ones shown in these photographs, were conducted on countless human subjects, and were mostly inhumane experiments that were torturous and crude. There were no protocols or procedures in place to protect the human subjects, leaving much room for damage. Years after, various scientists reviewed the procedures of the German scientists and decided they were unethical, which led to many new procedures and laws, as well as the development of the Belmont Report. The Belmont Report focuses on the ethical principles and strict guidelines put in place to protect human subjects being used for research. One focus is the rights of the participant and states. To adequately protect research participants' rights, it would seem essential for the participants to know the extent of their rights and where to complain if they feel their rights are in jeopardy. Again, these principles were gradually adopted after World War II, primarily in response to the unethical behavior of German physicians and scientists during the Third Reich. More specifically, many experiments conducted were painful and unethical. Therefore, these procedures were put in place to protect the human subjects. One specific experiment was called the Immersion Hypothermia Project, with the purpose of finding the most effective treatment for hypothermia. During the experiment, the human subjects were not given anesthesia or any sort of medication, and most died shortly after. Today, the experiments conducted to find the same sort of information are conducted on mice who are also given anesthetic gas throughout the experiment. The two procedures have the same intent and result, but very different procedures in doing so. Most of the incriminating records of such German projects were destroyed in an attempt to conceal their wrongdoings. Along with the unethical standpoint, many modern scientists also argue that the experiments have no medical value because of the way each were conducted, and were therefore useless. Overall, the new regulations have drastically changed the way medical experiments are conducted. It has been stated that they should achieve maximum benefits for the society, have clinical and scientific value, be subject to independent review, respect human dignity, and follow the principles of informed consent, and most importantly, subjects should have complete autonomy. With this in place, medical experiments have gone from what they once called murder medicine to today's medicine, which not only has a much more ethical process, but also has a greater medical value and benefits to medicine.